Hustle and motivate. Choppers a throwaway. Hustle the overweight. That's why they follow me, huh? They think I know the way. Cause I took control of things. Ballin' the solo way. And if you pattern my trend, I make you my protege. Slossin' that soldier race. Niggas don't know them days. Take you in back of the buildings. Make you expose your rage. Take you across the tracks. Make you.
We're gonna start this all about saying R.I.P. R.I.P. to Nipsey Hussle. It's definitely been a long 2 weeks for the hip hop community. Just getting that first. Just gonna start off by saying I feel like he was the Tupac of this generation. Yeah.
We ain't gonna say that.
Definitely.
We ain't gonna say that.
I feel that way.
That's your opinion.
This was the most influential death of hip hop in my era. Anybody who in hip hop who passed away
and
within the 90s and 2000 era, this is the biggest person to pass away in hip hop in my era. I was 4 years old when Pac died. I don't know nothing about that. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, Nipsey did a lot of great things and a lot of good movements for the community, African Americans as a whole. Yeah, I would compare it to Pac from what my OGs have told me. Yeah, for sure.
Well, what you heard about Pac though? Like what you?
I heard Pac was all for his neighborhood, all for African Americans. You know what I'm saying? Just positive movements. I know his mama was a Black Panther. Pac was an activist. You know what I'm saying? Like he was all about the people and people respecting, you know, the African American culture, the hip hop culture. You know what I'm saying? People taking a stand for yourself and, you know, stuff like that, believing in yourself. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I felt like Nip was on the same tip.
Well, let's like, I feel like a comparison to Tupac is disrespectful to Nipsey Hussle.
Let's just send our condolences first of all.
First and foremost, you're right. Before we get into that, I
shout out to his family, man.
You're right.
Holding it down. Absolutely. His brother, mama, dad.
Matter of fact, we gotta
do that.
We could just have a whole little moment of silence. Moment of silence for Nip. And you're right. I don't want to feel like I'm starting out with negativity, so I don't want to go into the Tupac stuff. We could come back to touch that up later, but
yeah,
but I want to talk about him first.
Let's salute him, and you know what I'm saying.
Before we even
give any kind of comparison
to anybody. Like as far as myself, I ain't gonna lie. Like I guess I'm kind of late to his music, based on the fact that I ain't really big on West Coast rap. Like that ain't really my style of music. Like I don't really, that ain't what I'm checking for. But a couple of my partners definitely put me on Nip. They was big Nipsey Hussle fans, and they was like, you know, in this era, the conversation really started with me talking about the rappers of this era being whack. Like I felt like the mainstream artists, whether it's Migos, them types of cats, like I don't really rock with that type of music. Like I feel like they ain't saying nothing. And they put me on Nip, like, but this nigga here is this new era, and he coming with it. So that's what made me get on kind of like some of his mixtapes.
He is.
He been underground.
He been underground, but you gotta even look at the fact of what Trey just said. Trey younger than all us, which is why we got him here to kind of see what Nip did for his generation. Mm-hmm. So he is part of that. He is part of that. And I mean, he kind of transcend, like he kind of he kind of played both generations. Like, he was a young generation with the old generation spirit.
And because his message was old generation.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? His message ain't with the generation that he truly that's gravitating towards him. He not speaking in their language.
Fact.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And he told you that.
Period.
And he told you that.
And it was
I ain't one of these
up to
rap
that
niggas.
generation to take heed of his words and use it the way it's supposed to be used.
I ain't one of these rap niggas.
All he doing was spitting game to the people that he talking to, whether it's the younger or the older. You know what I'm saying?
So back to, well, I mean, even what I'm saying, like, they put me on him, and I listened, and some of his stuff was like, yeah, this hard. Some of it I still didn't mess with. It wasn't that I didn't understand it. I feel like West Coast rappers, like that whole California movement, they got their own language. Yeah. Like, it's totally different from.
They got a different vibe.
They got their own language, and they speak to their language. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't my thing. But when something genuine and real, you can't deny it.
Yeah. Right.
So even when I wasn't jamming his music like that, it still opened my eyes to pay attention to everything else he was doing. And that's where my respect from him came from. My respect for him on the music tip really didn't come until Victory Lap. Like, I heard songs and I was like, yeah, he's straight, he cool, he got a couple songs.
Crenshaw.
But even that, the Crenshaws, the Marathons, the Marathon Continues, all the mixtapes, I heard them, but it was like certain songs I vibe with, and some of them I'd be like, it sound like some Cali shit, and that ain't my thing. But when it made me pay attention to him, so I watched a few interviews, see how he talking about the community, see what he doing in the community, see what the money he's spending in the community, building it up to make it better, to leave something, how he rock with his family, with his girl, like all of that made me respect the man, even though I ain't rock with the music.
Right.
Then you drop Victory Lap, and that's the best album of the year last year.
It really was.
No doubt. Like, in my mind, Victory Lap was supposed to win the Grammy.
Took his time on Victory Lap with the production. It seemed like he was more focused, like he got into his own space, got into his own zone when he recorded that.
I think that, but guess what? Being that, you know, what I know about the dude is that he was real spiritual. I think he knew he was about to die.
I mean, you can see on the video of Victory Lap, you knew he was about to die.
Like,
that whole
he tweeted having strong enemies is a blessing like 3 hours before he was married.
They said that came from a situation that just was resolved the previous day.
Right.
From a, you know what I'm saying, from a.
Like, do any of y'all feel like it was conspiracy? You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to meet with the LA gang member task force the next day.
I think it was some nigga shit. I think it was a nigga hating. And
from him calling him a nigga a rat, get from around here.
Right.
His feelings was hurt.
Yeah.
Right.
So what else can I do? I can't express myself.
Ego is one of the biggest things for African American male. Our ego. Yeah. We'll smoke a nigga behind our ego. We don't like to feel played.
And I think but even more so, like with the dude, like you gotta salute real. Like the fact that I'm hustling in this parking lot, but then I end up buying all of this, and all y'all who tried to kick me out of this lot gotta pay me rent. Like, that's a boss move.
But that's what I'm saying. Like me, my whole outlook on it and why it hit me so hard and why I feel like it hit everybody so hard the way it did. Because if you, even like you said, you didn't get on his music immediately. If you were internet person and everything YouTube based and internet based, every video that he ever released from long time ago was pertaining to the same shit that's going on right now.
Same shit.
Like that's how I got on him. You know what I'm saying? I started listening to Nipsey literally on the Crenshaw mixtape.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I like the way dude sound. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then I wind up hearing like people from the N.O.
Yeah, his mama
So automatically I'm about to. What's your story?
Just on home shit.
What's your story? And of course, dude got footage. You go on YouTube and click dude's name, man. Homie
As a youngin'.
Man, as a youngin', I'm talking about message
Tell you
been the
invest in
same.
stock and bonds,
Message
don't buy
been
no
the
jewelry.
same since day one.
Right.
So automatically, I'm like,
when he
man,
ain't had the money, you could tell when he
didn't have the
when he wasn't on yet.
The homies still was straight. You know what I'm saying? They still was doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Like they was doing their thing from the streets, getting it from the gutter.
Right.
But
I mean,
plan.
Yeah.
They had a vision. You know what I'm saying? Like they had a vision always.
Right.
Ownership.
That's why Victory Lap was his first album.
Yeah.
That's why Victory Lap was the first album. It wasn't gonna be I'm putting an album out under your label. Or
You know when he released
boss.
Crenshaw, he sold that for $100.
$100.
I think Jigga bought the 50 copies or something.
Jigga bought 100 of them.
100 copies, yeah. Shout out
Jigga
to
bought
Jay-Z.
Jigga bought 100 of them.
Yeah.
But the crazy part about that.
Think of the balls that a nigga have.
But
to say fucking and do that.
But the thing about it was, you ain't have to pay $100. You could have got it for free.
Yeah, because it was on the same platform.
It was either free or $100.
Yeah.
Genius.
And niggas still bought it for $100 when they could have got it for free.
$10,000.
That's solid. That's solid.
Just to show like, man, I fuck with home.
That's solid.
For sure.
I fuck with home.
And he sold 1,000 copies, I think.
That's solid. And I mean, his message of ownership and how to treat your family was real spiritual. He had a real spiritual feeling. And like I said, by his 90-minute album Victory Lap, I think he knew, dog. Like that's what a victory lap is. I didn't want it, and now this my goodbye.
Yeah,
I didn't won the race, and this my goodbye. Peace. I'm out. I'm gonna take this lap and I'm gone.
And the standing message that I'm about to leave is marathon. Life is a marathon. The marathon continues.
Yeah.
Right.
Success, the key to success is knowing that it's gonna be a process.
Right.
You gotta look at it as it's a marathon that you're willing to go through. Nigga thought of the coldest concept.
Oh yeah, marketing
to leave with people to remember him by.
Yeah, he talked about it on Crenshaw.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Been talking about it.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Marketing genius.
That boy say, man, I wrote that shit 3 years ago. 10 years later, all this shit that I done wrote all this shit down.
He definitely motivated me to
manifestation.
Travel. He motivated me to travel more too, like out the country. I'm talking about, cause I never been out the country.
Yeah, you a New Orleans nigga. You know y'all ain't going nowhere past Uptown.
Oh, I done been everywhere. I was across the United States, but
and y'all got to stunt too.
But yeah, that's what we do. N.O.PINIONS. He definitely motivated me though, like to get out.
That's
to see the world. Man, this man had been to Japan. He went back to East Africa.
Man, just where he from.
Yeah.
That's where he from.
3 months.
Yeah. But he
went out there with his family.
But he did that every summer as a kid. You know what I'm saying?
But let's talk about how y'all felt, cause it put me in a bad spirit. Like when I first found out.
It didn't hit me immediately.
When I sent it to you,
when you sent it to me, I'm on the road. So you sent it to me. I'm thinking it's just some typical send me some shit, and you was just like he shot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Immediately I got mad at you, bitch. You already know how I be feeling about that type of shit with
he don't like the energy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, fuck it. That the only thing that I'm thinking about, fucking he ain't shot. He just shot. He just shot. You ain't send me and say he was dead.
Yeah,
then you sent me that video, and I didn't watch it. And then you sent me the next shit that said that he was dead. I just had to, you know how I operate? I had to process it and throw it away right quick, because I'm on the road. I'm already thinking about what I got to accomplish right quick.
And it's
I
crazy.
Still got some shit to think about, you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy how technology is. My son was able to pull it up on his phone.
And I got mad at all of that. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Live.
I'm mad at that.
You know what I'm saying? Daddy, do you know who Nipsey Hussle is? I'm like, yeah. He showed it to me. We going out to eat. I look. Like, live footage.
I'm mad though. I'm mad at that.
I knew then, when I saw the footage, when it was pumping on his chest and all,
it was over for him.
I said, he gone. You know what I'm saying? And that's when it started hitting me. And then when they pronounced him dead, I'm like, just like that.
Now, this about to be real sound real bad. And it's just my honest feeling. Like, I'm numb to death.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not,
like his
it's not
death
bad.
didn't. Like I thought about it. I mean, I ain't gonna say it didn't affect me, but he got shot. I saw that. I'm online. I see that he got shot. A little bit later, they say he did, and I was just like, damn, that's fucked up. Homie was doing his thing, and so as I'm reading the stuff, they talking about the documentary he was doing, and I'm not opposed to feeling like the government will do some fucked up shit. So they talked about the documentary and how he was doing the documentary on Homie, and I'm not Dr. Sebi, and I'm not opposed to thinking that the government will do some fucked up shit. But then it also made me think about, damn, Homie was in the streets for real. Like, he removed, but Homie was in the streets. Like, when you live that street life, it ain't no
Escape.
It ain't no 7 years is wiped off your record. It ain't no statute of limitations on beef. But you had something to do with my brother. I've been in jail for 10 years. But them 10 years, I've been thinking about when I get out,
And
you gotta
see
see me.
Yeah.
So my mind went to all of that. Like, it could have been anything. Like, I ain't go straight to, it very well could have been a conspiracy. It very well could have been some street shit. Like, ain't no statute of limitations in the street. So, and that, all of that, being from New Orleans, being that I got partners that's dead, I got partners that's doing life. Like, ain't no, like, I'm numb to it. Like, it's our norm, which is horrible, but that's the fact.
It's different when it comes through with the music, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's just different based on how much of a supporter or fan
Right.
you are of somebody. That's gonna really truly
gonna hit
and it's kind of just different these days because, like I said, the access through internet.
Right.
I'm still.
Because
You feel like you really know.
Feel like
Yeah,
you
you feel like
following.
you know.
Yeah, like you know them
following
people.
people's journey along with them.
And that's hard for me.
You know what I'm saying?
That's hard
because
for
you
me.
may just by you not really being a fan of them, you not checking for them like that.
And that's hard for me.
But if you a fan, I'm a fan of them.
Yeah.
So by me being a fan on my YouTube shit gonna come up.
Definitely.
You know how that shit.
Definitely.
You know how YouTube
your
works.
normal
That
search.
shit gonna feed you.
Your search.
So
Right.
I'm following the journey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And that's the
I'm walking
thing.
with you.
I don't want.
So
I don't
feel
want
like
to.
we got. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want it
Got
to
a
sound
connection.
like.
Yeah.
I don't want it to sound like I'm not a fan because I admire what he did. Like, I respect it to the utmost, and I don't want it to seem like, you know, I wasn't a fan because I wasn't on his music like that. Because I am, but more so of the man than the music. But either way, I'm numb, and I think that I just feel like
I'm still
I ain't no
confused by
dude.
the fact that he ain't have no protection. None of his partners was strapped. Living in that mind state, being from New Orleans, I feel like it's just like being a gang member. Like, you in a military state of mind at all times. Like, you always in defense.
Well, I
Every
mean,
time I
he
step out my door, I'm in defense.
I heard a few
He felt
things.
comfortable. He was at his own shop. And then Sundays.
I heard a few
From what I'm
things.
hearing, he tell all his security, man, y'all don't have to work. You know what I'm saying? Today's Sunday.
I feel
He was just gonna open the shop up for one of his homeboys that came home from jail from doing a bid.
I
So-
also heard that he hired, and I don't know how true it is, but everybody he hired over there be felons, and they can't carry guns, and it's like they own.
Not everybody over there. You know what I'm saying? But he specifically
hires.
go. You know,
and hires felons.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
it's in a lot of situations they can't be strapped. But I mean I definitely watched the video, and I get where you're going with that, Trey, because I definitely know, like, the nigga shot him and came back 2-3
You
times.
don't even
Like,
have nothing to protect
by
the store.
and somebody
One of his
should
partners
have-
ran in the
somebody
store and
should have been
everything.
Yeah.
One of his
Somebody
partners
should have
ran
been
straight.
shooting back.
As you
As soon
can
as they
see.
shot Nipsey, one of his partners ran straight in the store. Y'all don't have nothing to protect the store or nothing.
Yeah.
right.
Like,
Dude
you never
waited
know.
till
Like,
dude
you
was
never-
done.
I mean, I think they
You
just got
never
caught
know.
slipping. But
Yeah,
guess
he
what?
won. He
The
won.
nigga who did it know him. So
So they-
I know when you slipping. I know when we just got into it today.
Right.
That from what the story I heard, the dude came around there, Nip checked him kind of like, why you out of jail so quick? Why you home so early? Nigga, word on the street is you ratting. In order to be around, we don't have no rats around here. If you want to come back around here, come back with your paperwork. And instead of coming back with his paperwork, he came back with his pistol. But you know what they got going on.
So you feeling like, in that sense, when he said that, he should have already been prepared. You done called somebody a rat, so now you gotta be prepared.
I do feel like that. I mean, I feel like
that's easy to speculate all this.
Hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah.
Hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah.
So looking back on it, I can say, yeah, you got. I mean, when I can understand not being prepared, but when you really think about it, yes, you should be prepared. But I can understand not being prepared. Like
I just feel like
for sure, man. You can't tell me Nip don't move in royalty energy. That's why he got the support that he got.
Yeah, he got the respect.
He move in royal energy. You think Nip not about to go to his own shop with his partner that he just picked up to go get some clothes from his own shit, feeling like I'm slipping? That's not a slipping environment that he feel like I'm slipping. Right. So I can't even relate the situation to him slipping.
But
it was supposed to happen.
I mean,
it was supposed to happen. Even if he was strapped, he could have got smashed. It was supposed to happen. That's why it happened. That's the only way we could look at it. Hindsight is hindsight.
I do feel like, you know, everybody got their time to go, so obviously it was his time. Hindsight is 20/20. We could replay it and think about what a nigga shoulda, coulda, woulda did, but fuck, they ain't gonna bring the man back.
It was his destiny, like Pooh said, victory.
But his mama said that in the funeral. His mama said that she knew something was coming.
Yeah, but we gotta.
As she said.
Y'all watched the funeral?
But we gotta change the definition of you know how they say you kicking somebody while you down. I think we gotta change that. And he literally kicked the dude in his fucking head while he was down.
Right.
But you gotta understand. I look at all that shit in the reverse. Nip got a chance to look at him.
He did.
And that's what I heard from the get-go. Like, I heard that, you know, however it happened initially, Nip wound up turning his back first from the initial shots and then turned around and dude came back and hit him 2 more times and blah, 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 blah. But that's when I feel like that's the justification from me hearing the story that I needed, that I know he needed. He got a chance to watch homie.
Yeah,
he got a chance to watch this nigga. This nigga got to live with that.
Right.
That's all the justification that I needed from the story. I don't need to watch it. All I needed to know is that's what happened. And off of me knowing how it happened and the way he was faced, I know that's what happened. Homie got to live with that for the rest of his life. Yeah, you eat that. And I got a chance to watch you. I got a chance to look at you. First of all, we know each other. And homie name known is Shitty Cuz. Off the dump.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what he known as.
Right.
Yeah.
So I know ain't no, man, come on, man.
Like, I feel disrespected for just making my name being Shitty Cuz.
Right.
Like,
and they gave you a reason, that name for a reason.
Right.
Right.
You been Shitty Cuz. You been a duck nigga.
Yeah.
You been germ.
Cut that.
Stupid.
You been germ. Fuck it.
Come on.
Nothing. Leave it in. Duck niggas doing duck clown shit.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Leave all that.
But anyway. Yeah, like, that's tough, dog. Like, but like I was asking about the funeral, the nigga mama was so strong, dog.
She was.
Like, in my heart of hearts, like, I wish nobody ever had to bury nobody younger than them. Like, nobody had to bury or speak at a funeral for nobody that they were responsible for.
Right.
Like, the mama was so strong, dog. Like, the mama really made me feel like, fuck, if she good, I'm good.
Yeah.
Right.
But you know who fucked me up? The nigga brother, dog.
Yeah. Sam was strong.
The nigga,
Sam
dog.
held
He
it
held
down.
it down, dog.
He held
Sam
it down.
held it
But what it made me think about is nowhere in hell I could get up there and talk at Gavin's funeral.
That's crazy, yeah.
Ain't no way I could talk at my little brother's shit.
Yeah, that's hard.
Like, no way. Like, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Like,
It's strong.
like
I
that's
can only imagine.
like my little brother. Like, nigga, as a big brother, you taught from day one, like, nothing happens to your little brother. If it happened to your little brother, it better happen to you too.
Right.
Or else don't come home. That was the rule. If something happened to your little brother and it don't happen to you, you might as well stay outside.
For sure.
So I know that man, like, and they was together, like, they like that. Like, they always together. So he like, man, where I was at, why I wasn't with my brother.
Right.
I know he hurting.
This life shit hard, dog.
The man,
He was able to see him before he went to dog.
the man, little girl couldn't say nothing. But how you say something at your daddy shit?
Right.
When you that young. Wayne's
I was
son,
proud of Wayne.
Wayne's son had a nice little message.
I was proud.
Damn, that nigga
was-
look just like Wayne
he
too.
do.
That nigga look like
Wayne's
McMahon
son
Wayne.
Which
said-
one?
Him and Lauren got a baby.
Yeah.
I know
What
that. I'm
Wayne's
talking about
son
which
said?
one is the son? Which one?
The son, the little boy who spoke.
Oh, that got the little bush?
Yeah.
What did he say? What was his message?
He said that he had a dream. He said he had a dream, and he said Nipsey came in a dream, gave him a hug. He told him like what he said. He said, "What's up, killer?" And he said that's what he called him every day. Like that's what his nickname for him. He was like, "What's up, killer?" And he said he was in paradise. And he was like he hugged him and
And he told him respect.
he told him respect.
Yeah.
But the thing about it
He
is
felt like that was the sign of him telling him knowing that he was
that he good. That he good.
And I felt that was real too.
And that is because that's baby. That baby, you can't do that with no baby. Like that was real. And
said it so fluent,
like
Home and impact, dog.
which is
home and impact off the chain.
like
dog.
Barack wrote the man a
That's
letter.
what I'm trying to tell
Yeah,
you, dog. Because the whole thing is, I feel like buku people didn't know about Nip.
Right.
Yeah,
Soon as they heard the name, they did a deep dive.
yeah.
And soon as they did the deep dive,
They realized.
it is. Lord.
Right. I think
My
that's what it was.
mama heard. I had to tell her the reason why it's such an impact.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because she
Yeah.
like, I ain't never heard none on the
Exactly.
radio. I'm like,
My mama
'cause he
said.
don't have that.
My mama said
He don't have a radio
All
song.
I knew him as is Lauren London boy. For you know Lauren London popular in the female community.
Yeah.
And goddamn, I know she going through it. I don't know.
London held it down
She
too.
definitely
How
held it
y'all
down.
feel about Kodak Black and him saying what he said?
Man, we ain't talking about no ducks until we gotta wait. We gotta give Nips his due first before we could go to Duckville.
Yeah, he don't even count.
Like we
No.
on.
Those
I don't
nice,
even want
like,
no.
that's it.
That don't give no
Man,
energy, though. He
first
don't
off,
get
he
no
ain't
energy when it
nice.
come
He ain't
to
getting
this
no
kind of-
energy.
when it come to this
The man a
kind of
duck,
this
he a
subject.
clown, and that's just what it is, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, of course, that's my opinion. I can't speak for everybody. I just tell you for me, but
Nah,
niggas do.
We'll do a duck nigga.
Yeah,
dressing show,
we'll do
another
a clown show for clown
This for
niggas,
Nip. This is straight
And-
salute to Nip. show.
and he'll be the
Right
fucking,
there.
and he'll be first and foremost on that bitch.
Nip told Puff he wanted that Biggie vibe on that Victory Lap.
Mm-hmm.
That was real.
But you could tell, that was his influence. Like you could tell he was influenced by
Man, he
the
said
niggas
he
that
was
came
influenced
before.
by all them niggas.
But even like a lot of people say stuff to be politically correct. I like it when I could see it. Like I like it when when cause you would tell me anything. A mouth to say anything.
Man, homie been
I'm
proving it since day one.
and that's what I respect.
Homie been selling his
I'm no
CDs
limit
out
up
the
the
trunk
West,
just
nigga.
like P.
And that's what I respect.
P. Miller at his best, nigga.
P. Miller at his best, nigga.
And that's what I respect.
Jigga
Jiggle
with the vest, nigga. Yeah.
That's what but that's the music that got me. Like the
He been like that.
he
though.
no.
When you put on
He
that,
been
put on that
game
more
up.
or less.
He
He
been
stepped his
like
game
Put
up.
on that more or less.
He stepped
Even
his
if you
game
listen to
all
Brothers Ain't
the
Got
way
No
up.
Name,
But that's
That's all
natural.
cool.
That's natural.
That's all cool.
That's natural.
All of them cool. All of them cool. All of them good mixtapes. That Victory Lap one of the best albums ever. That's Victory Lap one of the best hip hop albums ever.
And guess
It
why? Because that's his most recent day.
And no, it ain't about it being his most recent.
Yeah.
He stepped this game all the way up. I feel like I feel like he knew, and that was like this
Been
it.
spitting the same way.
he been
Nah, he
speaking
didn't.
the same
Spitting
way.
like that.
He ain't. He ain't.
Been spitting like that. His message became broader because he started doing.
They ain't got
shit.
that. They ain't got that hustle. Ain't nothing giving you that hustle and motivate vibe on nothing else.
But guess why, Gary? Because the store open and shit now, nigga.
No.
Yeah, all the shit that I was talking about pre-show and shit, I was trying to cop. I was in the process of copping.
But that
now I can give you the hustle and motivate.
That material. I'm just talking about music. I'm just talking about the music. Like
the music reflect the life.
But the music and it was just better, dog.
That's because his life became better.
Maybe,
but he still was nice.
Maybe he was.
He was nice.
Oh, no, I ain't saying he was Pooh.
Nice.
I'm not saying he was Pooh. Like I'm not saying he was whack at all. He wasn't whack by far. But it's
had the vision since day one.
The vision, but that's what I respected it for.
But that's what I'm telling you.
I respected the vision. I respected the message. I respected the acts. That victory lap made me respect the fuck out the music.
But see, the thing about me, I always liked about Nipsey, because that separated him from your typical West Coast artist. His beat selection.
Nah, he got West Coast beats too.
Shit, no.
He got West Coast beats.
He mixed in his West Coast.
Man, you can crip walk to all that shit.
Like the last time that I
that's all West Coast,
that's
dog.
Purposely.
Yeah, right.
That's a salute to the West Coast.
That's his language. That's his language. That's his language. That's him talking to his people. And I'm not his people, which is why that's probably why I didn't identify with it originally.
What I'm telling you is more or less.
They got songs.
That's
that original keys to the city. Coast. That love, all that off that first marathon. Yeah, I get it. I get it. But the man is more so why when we started out, I made the reference to don't compare the man to Tupac. Cause to me, it ain't Kodak Black clown level. He ain't that type of clown. But to me, Tupac was a clown. Like he was an actor. To me, Tupac was like, I feel like we damn near.
Clown is harsh.
I damn near feel like we degrade Nipsey by like I feel like.
No.
I feel like we degrade Nipsey by comparing him to Tupac. Tupac made good music, dog, but.
Tupac.
Like I think we giving him a lot of credit that we don't deserve. I think we giving him a lot of credit he don't deserve. His mama was the Black Panther. That wasn't him. That wasn't him. He wasn't no activist. He said something occasionally. He contradicted himself. Like the nigga was an actor. I feel like the nigga. It's all kind of shit that made him a clown to me, dog. Like he moved to
I can't just. Let you like you my man. You got your own opinion, my nigga. But
Pooh, you from New Orleans? You from New Orleans, right?
Pac had an influence.
He did have an influence. Huge influence. Huge influence. But I think we were more lost than we are now.
I'm not saying that I'm the biggest Pac fan.
Like you from
I respect
you from New Orleans.
Yeah.
What would it take for you to move somewhere as an adult and act like you from there? Like just forget about the fact that you're from New Orleans. Could you ever see that happening?
But no. That's what I'm saying.
No.
I can't never feel like. I feel like those type of questions shouldn't even be asked.
But how that's not clown shit. I've been on the East Coast my whole life. I moved to the West Coast as an adult and I'm a West Coast nigga.
But he moved before that though.
No, he didn't move. He was an adult when he moved. He was a grown up. He had already graduated high school and everything. He graduated high school in Baltimore with Jada Pinkett. Nigga went to fucking performing arts school, which, I mean, nothing is wrong with going to a performing arts school, but you ain't thugging at that performing arts school. Like, then you come out with this gangster thug image where that ain't you, dog. Be who you are.
So you don't think?
I don't think he was genuine.
You don't think when he moved like in that environment, he got caught?
No, I think that.
You don't feel like that's genius?
I don't think that's genius. I think he ruined the rap industry to a certain extent. I think he made it cool for niggas. Like I feel like rap was more genuine before Tupac was the biggest thing in rap. I feel like rap was more genuine. Like the Public Enemies, the Public Enemies, the NWAs. Yeah. Like I feel like they was really talking about what they was living. I feel like Pac did Juice and wanted to be Bishop, and then he became Bishop in his music. Like that was just his. That was now I'm Bishop now.
Yeah. He definitely got stuck in that character. He got stuck in that role.
I don't respect that. That's just me.
I don't know.
I ain't saying
that ain't even my era. Like, you know what I'm saying? For
it's mine.
Yeah,
it's mine. I was on my. Now don't get me wrong.
That's your goal.
I'm not going.
I fuck with Biggie.
I fucked with Biggie harder than.
You know,
I fucked with Biggie harder than. But I'm not gonna deny Pac's influence. He was very influential. He definitely had a huge impact. Like at the end of the day, I do remember.
Jay-Z down here.
I remember.
Hell no.
Jay-Z couldn't get no play down here.
That's true.
At all.
That's true. I remember where I was going and shit when I heard on the radio Pac had died. Matter of fact, I was on my way to a goddamn football game at St. Aug.
But Garrett, how can you say that and you fuck with Pac?
Musically.
But that's what I'm saying.
But
you ain't fuck with Nip.
No.
You ain't fuck with Nip musically, really.
Well, I feel like Pac one of the best ever to do it on the music side.
So that's the easiest way for a nigga if a nigga not even knowing Nip's story and just seeing the progression by looking at it.
Yeah,
you gonna compare it to Tupac.
But I don't though, because I don't even see Tupac as a West Coast nigga. Like in my mind, and I'm not gonna lie. When it was going on, like when I was young, when I was in high school when Pac got killed, so I didn't view clown shit then as what I view clown shit as now. So I was a fan of his music because his music was cold, but as I got older and started paying attention to certain stuff, I'm like, man, this nigga really was an actor. Like, really, he was lame. Like, to me. And
a lot of people feel that way now because they know the story.
And that's what it is. Like before, all you had was the music. And the music cold. But Me Against the World, All Eyes on Me, that shit official.
But nah, because back then, niggas still heard about Pac wilding in the streets and shit. Like, Pac was truly trying
Pac didn't wild in the streets till he got with niggas who was already wild in the streets.
But that's what I'm saying. That's when you started really hearing about Pac.
Yeah, when he got with another nigga. Like, that's
you ain't hear about Pac before that.
Because he wasn't doing that.
That's what I'm saying. So once
he was still out. When he was out there dancing, he was out.
He wasn't rapping. He was dancing.
For the first time.
Rape.
No, before that, he went to jail for
shooting the officer.
No. He got arrested for being.
He was rapping already.
He was rapping. He was already rapping. He don't have nothing before rap.
Yeah, he was rapping.
Like so he was thugging. He was the biggest thug. All the thugs I know got a little something.
Right.
They done been nothing. He ain't have nothing before rap.
He was clean slate.
He was clean slate until I told y'all I'm a thug. And even with the Atlanta
sound
shit,
like a genius to me.
Even the goal is to not get caught. I get it.
It's all in entertainment.
But exactly, I agree with that. It's all the entertainment. But even with the Atlanta thing, dog. Even with the Atlanta thing, like he got picked up in conjunction with shooting a cop or whatever. Man, Tupac ain't shoot that damn cop.
Nah, he did.
Cause they said it in the movie.
All right, so you feel like he did. You feel like he didn't just
how many niggas? How many niggas?
You feel like he did because he won't be Bishop.
How many niggas? Exactly. How many niggas you know shot the police and came home?
Turk.
But he went first.
He sat down first.
He went. Even Latika sat down. Come on, man. That man, he come home. That mean he ain't do it, dog. He ain't do it. He might have been around and might have whatever. But the fact of the matter is, he lived through somebody else. Like somebody else gave him that gangster image that he portrayed, and I don't really respect it. But he made good music.
I mean, after all that, I can understand, regardless of how
and he went to jail for rape.
Allegedly.
He got it.
Your partner, never mind.
I don't have no partners who went to jail.
I ain't about to say. That's not what I'm about to say.
I don't have no partners who went to jail or were even.
That's you even.
I don't have no partners who went to jail or were
hopefully
no who were even accused of rape. Yeah.
Hopefully.
So nah. I mean,
I'm just saying.
We don't respect nobody else. The niggas who go to jail for rape, they don't get no respect in jail. He hit the lick because of the music. He touched so many people with the music that they gave him a pass, and I get it. Because music does that. Like like the reason y'all feel even stronger about what y'all feel about Nip than me is because of the music. The music
about the
draws
music,
you, but when it's so
It's
for
about
me,
the journey that you walking with a nigga and he feeding you music in between
exactly.
the journey.
So with me, it's more about the respect I have for him as a person.
The music a plus.
With me, it was the respect I have for him as a person. Then I got on the music after. When you respect him as a man and you got the music, that's a double whammy.
Yeah.
Music speak to your soul more than
For sure.
a lot of stuff.
For sure.
So that's what Pac had. Pac had good damn music that spoke to niggas' soul.
Exactly.
He got the pass. He got the ultimate pass for being, kind of clownish. For being a little clownish.
I mean, it is what it is. Dog.
He ruined.
You can call it. You can't say he ruined hip hop.
He took the authenticity out of it.
Okay, but then they got niggas that came right after him that brought it right back.
Yeah.
So you can't say that he
You
ruined
can't say
anything, 'cause
Tupac
Jigga
ruined hip-hop. Niggas like 6ix9ine ruined hip-hop.
While he was bubbling.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, real recognize
That's
real.
a true statement.
Nigga like 6ix9ine ruined hip-hop. Pac ain't ruined shit.
And hip hop ain't ruined to me.
6ix9ine is
All he
a
did was- all
direct
he
descendant
did-
of Pac.
But this is direct descendant
Nah.
of buku niggas if you say
Exactly.
6ix9ine a rap.
6ix9ine is a
Ain't no
direct
descendant of
descendant
Nip
of
went
Pac.
out
No.
the way he
He goes
did,
down his own
right?
direction.
Nip went out the way he did. But not to put nothing on it, but 6ix9ine, I felt like something would have happened to him a long time ago.
Right.
See what I'm
And
saying?
that's what I'm telling
That's
you.
what's
That's where
confusing about it.
and that's where I go into what I tell you about the Nip shit, because if you can't compare another person's life or lifestyle or your perception of what they did or what they deserve on another person's when you don't know.
You
Because
right.
you truly don't know.
I can
You
see
can't
why.
never say,
You know what I'm
can't
saying?
never
He was-
tell, you can't never
I
say.
can see clown shit, and I can
Yeah.
say I can
can't
call
say
it clown shit.
So when a nigga like Nip get murked, and
That's the
nigga that-
direct opposite of clown
exactly.
shit.
So
But-
and you can't. So nothing what I believe makes sense at this
Because
point.
guess what? Because guess
Nothing
what?
that at this point goes is nothing in line of my mathematics or how shit works.
How it should work.
I'm saying how it works though.
Right.
How it's supposed to work and what's received. in-
Exactly. How it should, but it don't. But you know why? Because real nigga, like real men, cause I don't even want to say real niggas, like real men are like so like a damn near endangered species. So people way more scared of you as a real man than somebody who look and act like them. Like 6ix9ine clowning in a clown industry. So he just one of the members of the circus.
Period. All he
So
doing
you're
is
right.
maximizing off
Exactly.
who he's
So he
supposed to.
just one of the members in the circus. Like, all right, he in the circus, like I'm in the circus. We just rolling through the circus.
Yeah.
But that dude, oh no, I better not play with him because he on a whole different wavelength.
Yeah.
He on something else.
He's a ringleader.
I got it.
He a
Right.
ringleader in the
Right.
circus.
Right.
Which be the X.
And
He controlling.
exactly.
He controlling the show.
Even with Lil Daddy,
This
Daddy,
ain't this way to rap you motherfuckers. He kept saying
Yeah.
that shit.
right.
Yeah, man.
And that's like he separated himself from that. So if to me, and he didn't say Tupac name, I'm more than sure he probably respected Pac musically, but
He said
He said
Pac name
Tupac.
though. He
Yeah,
said
he
he
said
called
Pac-
himself
Tupac
2020 Pac.
when he say this ain't that weirdo rap you niggas used to, I feel like that's why we can't say he the Tupac of this generation. Cause I don't do that clown shit that y'all accustomed to.
But Pac-
So that's why I felt somewhat of an obligation to say I don't see it that
Pac
way.
message when he coming out is saying the same shit about.
It depends on the day.
Saying
It depends on the day.
Mama raised the Hellraiser.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, it depends on the day.
That's around the corner.
What?
It depends on the day. It depends on the day with Tupac.
I don't even know what the.
But we ain't gotta dwell on Pac this nip time.
Trey,
Yeah.
I mean, when you first found out, man, where you was at during that time?
I actually was
How
at
you took
home. It was shocking, but like you said, it ain't hit me until the day of his funeral. Yeah, it really was a shocking thing, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been on Nip, you know what I'm saying? My pa flew to LA. I'm like, look, stop at the marathon store, give me a Crenshaw shirt. He tried to give me an autograph and everything, but it was his brother there instead of him. And, you know, they look alike, so he thought it was him. So, and he like, I'm not Nip, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I got the shirt, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nipsey blue Crenshaw shirt, you know what I'm saying? With the Crenshaw
Nipsey
and white.
blue.
Had it in 2015. I been was on Nip. My partner from LA put me on him.
Mailbox money.
Mailbox money,
Yeah.
but really Crenshaw was what really got me hooked to him, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, but it's just crazy, man. Like, it's the pocket our era, man. It just
Stop
make
saying
you know.
Yeah, you can stop saying that just because you didn't live the Pac through the Pac era.
Right, but
So
the way
don't
people
even say
taking
that.
it, some, you know what I'm saying?
It ain't
Some
nothing,
people.
just
You know
say
how
he
many-
the Nip, say he the most influential.
Yeah, you know, it was a
hip-hop,
big
you know
death
what
for
I'm
hip hop. Like it was
Huge.
big,
Yeah.
huge. You know what I'm saying? It's
One
gonna
of
affect
the
us
biggest.
for times. You know, from here on out, like
I had a-
it's
I had
it's a
a-
history
I
marking.
had
They gonna be like that was before Nip died or after Nip died. Nah,
Right.
Like how we be like, man, it was before Katrina. This is a landmark. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, you wasn't out here before Nip died. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna be different. You see what I'm saying?
Life goes on. It's not gonna be very different, and that's the sad reality of the world.
But hopefully,
It does.
the impact
Right.
of Nip in this situation,
Yeah, you would hope
at least
a
some
conversation
type of shift
of shift.
within.
Oh, a lot of people, they focus.
Community,
They
yeah.
should be.
They ain't
Oh,
though.
hell nah. What changed?
Nothing.
They should be.
Did you ever notice a change in the news?
Nah, it ain't.
lately?
It ain't.
The same shit.
That's the
That's
sad.
just the scary part
That's the
about.
sad part of
That's
it.
just the scary part about.
Is this week's news?
this life, my nigga.
Yeah, it's this week's news, and tomorrow it's gonna be back to their regular scheduled program, and that's bad.
And that's why I feel like the marathon name brand is the coolest shit. Because you can look at it all type of ways.
It's a race.
His spirit about to run for a marathon throughout
Right.
his life shit, nigga.
It's
His spirit
not
about
no-
to run through this universe.
Yeah, it's not no
for
hidden they
a
going tomorrow
lifetime.
news. That's what I'm saying.
You heard me?
Y'all saw how long when Gangsta when she said the marathon
she
could
had
take.
to.
Yeah,
She had to.
that was
She
dope.
had to.
She had to. She gotta represent that.
For sure.
She
She was
definitely
with
got
him every day.
Yeah.
She don't pick up his weight.
I like Lauren. I like Lauren.
I shared.
Shout out
I,
Nunu.
I shared a few tales.
Nunu.
When they started to play the music, and they
Yeah,
started to take the casket off, that's when they hit me. And I mean, I'm always like that.
Sam got me. Sam got me.
I have the strong throughout this shit.
Sam got me.
It hit me on the road though. Once I hopped on that road.
And that's crazy because we never met this dude. But that's how.
Right.
But that's the type
The
of
impact.
That's
Yeah,
the
Sam.
type of effect that homie had on
Sam,
people.
but see, and that just goes to show, how everybody different. Cause we could, as 4 people who all were impacted, all our impact was different. Like at different times, at different things, like different things. Like the music got you. Music speaks to your soul. Like Trey said, you know what got him, and me feeling like the brother, like the impact you got on people, like that matters to me. That's why I do a lot of things that I do, dog. Like how, if you don't change people, are you really making a difference? Like somebody asked me the other day, or somebody texted me when watching a funeral, and they was like, it made them think about what's more important to them, going get the bag or having an impact on society. And I said society. Like as far as me, like that's an easy choice, cause money come and go. Like I like, don't get me wrong, like I understand the importance of money, but it don't make me or break me because I didn't had it. I did not had it, and I always feel like I could go get it again, and I'm gonna be straight regardless. But
I feel like it's still based on what your true definition of what the bag is.
Right.
And
Security.
so, you know what I'm saying, even what it is, you know what I'm saying, trying to change the hood or the community, because you getting to the bag, you know what I'm saying, could really subconsciously mean you changing the hood.
right, if you do both,
By you copping, but that's what I'm saying. But no, it's even different.
Cause
you
think
become
about this.
ownership of a hood,
Yeah,
of a neighborhood.
yeah.
You get into the bag.
You gotta be obviously.
You have the choice
to do it and that's when it becomes you doing both.
So that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
So,
Because think about this. Like we know a lot of rich niggas.
But they ain't going doing shit with the community.
Exactly.
Right?
Who the ones you really fuck with?
For sure.
The ones who impact, the ones who have an impact on generations to come.
For sure.
Like if you ain't impacting if you ain't doing nothing to influence tomorrow's leaders, and all you worrying about is getting a couple dollars.
Yeah, you just a selfish nigga.
You tripping.
You just a selfish person at that point.
You tripping.
So imagine how this would make people feel now. Everybody, like he was doing for the community. They got a lot of people like, well, shit, man, I was thinking about doing that. Fuck, I ain't gonna do this shit now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Fuck, my own people killing me. So that's why a lot of people turn their back.
Yeah. But then I feel like they was doomed from the get-go if they go into it with that mind frame. Because at the end of the day,
it's hard not to, cause this, like I remember an old video where Boosie said,
you gotta leave the hood.
You gotta leave your hood.
But that's when you.
Because if not, you're gonna get killed in your hood.
Right. That's living.
So what he said.
So you feel like you living in fear?
No, he was pertaining to rappers.
Right.
We ain't talking about that.
Yeah.
He wasn't talking about.
He pertaining to anybody who get cheese and make it out the hood, not just rappers.
That's what he was talking about.
Anybody who make it out the hood.
He was talking about.
You can take it as that and turn it to that, but he was talking about rappers specifically. That's why he.
Like he said, you're a target.
Yeah. Because of the life, who you are, the name you are. If you a rich person that's doing your thing and you not trying to be in the limelight, you could move how you move.
Right.
I'm a pure believer in that.
But that's only because they don't know.
And not still saying that you
like you're not a target if I don't know.
Anything can happen to anybody at any point.
That's
regardless to what you do, how much you thinking that you getting away from it. Life shit, you could choke on water and die. You heard me? So none of that type of shit matter. Whatever's destined to happen for you is gonna happen for you. You know what I'm saying? But you could definitely, I don't know, dog.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
It's just overall, it's a bad situation. Like you started out saying, Vawnie. It's a sad day in hip hop.
Unfortunate, dog.
It's a sad day in hip hop. It
that was the longest 2 weeks.
It's an eye opening experience.
Definitely.
Hopefully it make people move a little different. Hopefully it make people wake up to just doing something different.
Right.
And like Lawrence said, the marathon's gonna continue. It's up to those who really with him to make sure they still push the man message. Like I definitely feel like if one of my partners died and they was doing something that positive, and I got the power to keep it going, that's definitely important. So I'm gonna definitely challenge. I don't know if they listening or if they gonna get wind of this, or hopefully they do, whatever. I'm gonna challenge those people to definitely, make sure that man message stay. Like they didn't change the whole name of that whole intersection. That's Nipsey Hussle Square.
Yeah.
That's Nipsey Hussle Square now. Like, can you imagine the fucking block where you hustle that being named after you? Like, just going from can you imagine, like, in 33 years, dog, like, that's not a long life. In 33 years, you were impactful enough to be a gang member in LA who a few years later got a letter from the president at your funeral, who got the block where you hustle that named after you. Like, man, that don't happen, dog. That's unheard of. Like, we can't name nobody else that happened to. Like, Tupac was big, Biggie was big, that's what big. Like, it ain't roll like that.
Yeah. Follow this move, bro.
But like I said, dog, that's really the biggest message I feel like we all need to get from it. How you use the word imagine, that's the biggest message that we ought to receive, and like the people that's in Trey generation, to truly know if they imagine some shit, that shit is a signal. All your imagination is all that shit is. It's literally dreams that you having in your head already that it's a goal it's something that's already gonna happen for you already.
Right.
That's why it was so easy for him to talk about that block that they named for him
Right.
15 years ago.
Because that's my block.
This is what's gonna happen for me.
Right.
Y'all don't know.
Right.
I know.
Right.
I know now.
Yeah.
I know now because it's in me now. I'm about to manifest this shit to me now. I'm writing my story now. So that's the biggest message we need to do. You know what I'm saying, man? Learn, man. Whatever you think, whatever your dreams is, can be accomplished. Whatever you see yourself going out as, can be manifested, and that shit can be reality.
It could be real big.
Reality.
It could be real.
All the shit that this man was talking about 13 years ago was his reality.
Yeah.
Right. Before it was his reality.
That's his reality.
He saw it.
Right now, and we witnessed it though.
Right.
We witnessed him say it. Yeah, man, we need to wrap this up. I can't even do it anymore, dog.
That's big.
This Trey though, this
I feel
Trey
like-
for y'all too, man. This is our intern, man, behind the camera, man.
That's
You
big.
got a face, you did.
That's
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
I
no
feel like we
opinions.
need to let the negativity go, man. If
Damn
anybody,
right.
if
Yeah.
anybody got problems, if you feel that somebody played you, man, look, pull that man to the side. You know what I'm saying, and tell him how you feel. Somebody call you a snitch, somebody call you out your name, pull them to the side. Say, homie, look, we need to run it, bro.
And
Let them live, bro.
let them
That's
live.
what- that's all that's called.
That's called.
Let
Let
'em
them
live.
live.
We about to hashtag that and run with that.
Let 'em
we
live.
about to talk about that
Even
every show.
even the
Only
even
about to talk about that every
real
show.
talk.
even
If your baby mama go up on a child support, just let her live, dog.
even the dude, like even the daddy, shit it cuz, like his folks,
I feel like we gone. I feel like
his folks.
I'm starting to get hot.
Listen.
Can't talk to you about this.
listen, I got you. But even his folks, like I heard rumors of his family members and all that.
Was murdered. Yeah.
That don't.
Man, I can't
Justify
give, I can't give that no energy.
No,
I
but
can't
that
even
don't.
give no energy.
We gotta let the people know that don't bring the man back. Like that, I get it. That's gang culture, and that's how they were taught that. All right, you done did this.
Sure.
Anybody could get it. Anybody could get it now.
Yeah.
But we got to move away from that.
And that's all that's doing is continuing
The
cycle
cycle,
that's been going on.
right? So that's what I'm saying. Like
For
we
sure, I feel
gotta
you.
we gotta let that go.
Like
Like
I've been heard, man,
they've been tearing him up. I done heard something about the nigga grandma, like his
I'm talking about Ellen
yeah,
Perry.
period. So and it
Don't do nothing. It
It
don't
ain't-
change nothing.
It ain't gonna bring them
It
back
don't
at all.
change
You know?
and at the end of the day, I know that's how y'all or we as our community, we like revenge is a must. Like vengeance is a must. But
I heard
it's
you,
not
I heard.
right. But we gotta get away from that. We gotta get away from that. Let them hashtag that. Let them live. Let them live.
Nighttime, low song, and even see the stars, but we still wish. Real shit, real shit. Who would ever thought that we would build this? Trying to walk to school, get your jaw socked. Trying to pump your gas, get your car shot. Large profit margin on the long shots. Cause young niggas rarely make it off the R block. Nighttime, low song. Fucking young bitches while they folks home. High school, didn't go.